My name is Beatrice Stokes, and I'm a physician assistant at MBS Wellness Center for Women. And I have been here on this journey for a while, for a few years now. I had the opportunity to know and to love Dr. Eldridge. We actually went to church together, and he and I served on the same ministry together, Deacon and Deacon's Wives Ministry. So I got to know him as a personal friend, and I got to also learn his love for his patients, and I also share that same passion about women's health care. I have been involved in women's health care since '96. That's when I began my journey in women's health. So I've also worked with the military, doing military interests, but I always seem to go back to women's health. I have my master's in public health, and my main interest is to make sure that women know their bodies and what they can do to prevent problems that might bother them later on in life, like high blood pressure, diabetes, weight control, stress management, some things simple, how you want to plan your family, what you want your family to look like, who your partner. We talk about safety measures and different things like that are my interests. I love being with the practice with Dr. Strozier and Ms. Eldridge. We're here, women serving women. So that is all about me.
So tell me, how was it that you got to this actually journey to be a part of this wonderful establishment with the reopening and the new name? Tell me about the excitement about that.
Okay, I'm super excited to be here at MBS Wellness for Women. The journey began for me some time ago, right before COVID, as it turns out. I had a passion about going back to get my master's in public health, and during that time I had some conversations with Dr. Eldridge, and he was interested in me maybe joining a team, and at the same time I had thought about maybe going back to teach physician assistant studies. I also thought about what I could do in public health, because I got to a place where I was kind of getting upset about women coming in when they were already damaged, and we got to work our way backwards. I wanted to get to that woman before she got to that bad place, whether it be, things like her blood pressure or mental health challenges, different things like that, drug abuse. I wanted to see what we could do to keep her from going further down that road. So Dr. Eldridge and I used to always have these little side conversations about chats about women's health and work. And that kind of made him, say, hey, one day if you think about coming back to clinical, remember me. And that's something that I kept in mind. And Miss Eldridge, I'm very grateful for her, because that was actually back in 2019 when we started talking, and she just always kept me in mind. So I'm so grateful that they brought me on with the practice, because they believe in what I believe in, and that's taking care of women, the whole woman.
That's awesome. I can't wait to get back in. It's been a long time, so I'm very excited to be coming back into the office that I once loved. And I was praying that it would reopen one day, so I'm very excited. So I can't wait to be on this journey with y'all. Is there anything else you want to tell a potential patient?
I want to tell the potential patient, come see us. To me, at this point, it's all about you. It's not necessarily whether you see myself as a PA or whether you see Dr. Strozier. We're both going to give you the best care. We work as a team together, and we know that Dr. Eldridge had patients for 20 years, 25 years, 30 years. And some of those patients haven't been seen recently, or even women in a community that haven't connected with the doctor, whether it's due to COVID or your busy life schedule. Either way, we want to bring you here so we can just help you play a part in your life. We want to be a part of your team for your best health. So whatever you do, whether you come to MBS here or whether you see someone else, I want to make sure that you take care of you.
Well, thank you so much, and I wish you much success.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hi, I am Dr. Katrina Strozier. I am the Physician Medical Director here at Eldridge Mind, Body, Soul Wellness Center for Women. And my journey to getting back to office management is quite interesting. I was very busy at a hospital-based practice, and work-life balance was really important to me. I have two beautiful children, a daughter age 13 and a son age 6, almost 7, who really, really need more of mommy. And so when I look at what is important, when I'm providing, you can't pour from an empty vessel. So I wanted to make sure that I was in a situation that I could protect my time with my children, make sure that I was able to meet their needs and also the needs of the community. One of the really important things when it comes to wellness is not only just taking care of the regular preventative services or any GYN needs that come up, but also looking at what does life look like every day. I see a lot of women, we talk about this bag. We carry way too much in our bag. And so how can we unpack our bag? How can we make sure that we are mentally at a good place? So it's protecting our mind, also protecting our soul, protecting our peace. Making sure that the life stressors, you can't help the life events that happen, but making sure that we are connected with the village, making sure that we have the resources and the referrals that are needed to make sure that we are healthy mind, body, and soul.
Awesome. I am looking forward to coming back to the practice that I love so much. And I'm looking forward to you being my new doctor. So thank you, and I'm so happy to be here for the grand opening.
Welcome back. I am so glad that you chose to come and visit with us today, and we are so glad to have you back as a patient.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Mylita Eldridge. I am the practice manager here for Eldridge MBS Wellness Center for Women, and I am so excited about our grand opening. Just so pleased to be able to be back in the community. I guess because, honoring my dad's legacy is a amazing thing for our family. And I really just so proud that we were able to do something to this magnitude. I know a lot of people don't have an opportunity to do these kinds of things. And so I'm really grateful to God that He's given us the opportunity to serve the women of this community and serve them well, because we're all about wellness, of course. The journey has been long because, unexpectedly, of course, my dad passed away in April of 2019. And it was really hard. He was very much a linchpin in our family and a linchpin in this community, and served a lot of women, delivered a lot of babies. And it's been a beautiful thing to hear so many stories about how my dad was like, they're like, your dad delivered my babies and my cousin's babies and my, just so many. But I guess the biggest thing that I'm proud of is the man that he was. People talk about how funny he was, how caring he was. He was very positive, always had a good word to tell people. I know his patients appreciated his dry humor, and we did as well. So just continuing the legacy with Dr. Strozier and Vitra, our PA, two ladies of excellence. They want to serve our community so well. And we've been on this journey for about a year or so ago. We kind of said, well, my mom was like, hey, I think I want to open a wellness center. I was like, okay, well, let's see what happens. And here we are today, October 30th, which is her birthday. Woohoo! Happy birthday, Mama. To celebrate this opening and this beautiful, amazing opportunity to do something different in the community, from making sure women have their GYN needs taken care of, some OBs on case-by-case basis. Also, just connecting you to resources, making sure you have a primary care, making sure you have your weight loss under control, making sure that you need to make sure that you are seeing those people who can take care of you for a well-rounded woman. And it's for all women. We want all women to be empowered to take good care of themselves. And that is just really our passion. I believe our staff is passionate about that mission. My mom is very passionate about the mission. I'm very proud of her. Black-owned CEO of her own company. And I just cannot be more proud of what we're doing here. And no journey is easy, right? There are always things that are going to be, come with obstacles, the things, resistance. But just being so encouraged by so many people who are praying for us, who love on us, and pushing past those barriers, because you can do anything you want to do. It can be done. I don't care what they say. I don't care what has been told. I don't care what's in your way. It can be done. We are living proof of that. So just excited. Thank you so much for the opportunity to share a little bit about the story, a little bit about this journey, and I cannot wait to see what happens in the future.
I am so happy for y'all to be opening. I would check in from time to time with your mom, and she's like, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So I'm excited and can't wait to get back in.
Yes.
So thank y'all again, and the community is gonna be very blessed.
They are, and we're very blessed to be able to bless the community. It's imperative that we take care of each other, because we live in a climate where people are very much isolated. COVID kind of did that for us, right?
Yes.
And so now it's time to rejoin, relearn, and relaunch, that commitment to each other as a community and taking good care of ourselves, because a healthy community is a healthier community all the time, not just in your health, but in how we take care of each other across the board. So very excited about that.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Pat Eldridge, and I just want to talk to you today a little bit about the journey that we have been on in the last 3 years since Dr. Eldridge passed away. He was always just a great proponent of women's health, and we wanted to continue the legacy. So now we're here, we're back, we're waiting to see all of you. We want to take care of you. And so as the name says, it's Eldridge MBS Wellness Center for Women, and that is encompassing the whole woman, the total woman. And that's what we want to do. We want to take care of you from top to bottom, and ensuring that your health is number one, your mind and your spirit is all working together. So for a great sense of self for women.
That's wonderful, Ms. Eldridge. I am so happy that y'all are opening back. It was always love here, from the staff to Dr. Eldridge to you. It was just wonderful. So I know the community is very glad that it's opening, even though we have to go through it without Dr. Eldridge, but the love is still here, and I know the care is going to be phenomenal.
The care will be absolutely phenomenal. We have a wonderful physician, Dr. Katrina Strozier, MD, and we have a fabulous PA, Wyvetra Stokes. They are both here to make sure that your health is number one, making sure that everything that you need is out there for you, and they're going to help you get through this journey for anything that you have on your mind. We'll talk to you, we'll pray with you, whatever you need, we will be here for you.
Ms. Eldridge, tell me about this journey, coming back here and Dr. Eldridge not being here. I know it has to be an emotional journey for you, but you still push through, and I know that was only God to help you with that.
Well, yes, it was very, very difficult, not just for myself, but for my daughters as well. And we all thought about wellness and making sure that the legacy continued throughout this community. It has been very, very hard to come back in the office. At the beginning, I just couldn't walk through the doors for a long time. So this has been a project for the past 2 years to just get to where we are today. And but it gets better, but I can feel him hovering around us and saying, it's okay. It's okay. This is what I want you to do. Continue the legacy. And our daughters are just amazing. And 2 of our daughters are Dr. Eldridge at the moment. And then we have one, Marlita, who is here as the office manager now. And my granddaughter, Michaela, and she's going to dental school next year. So we've all had our things to do to get to the point to make sure that we are following the vision that he had for the women of this community.
That's wonderful, Ms. Eldridge. I'm looking forward again to coming back here because I always would check in with you. Is it happening? So I was just looking on Facebook and to see that it was about to happen. I was very excited. So I'm looking forward. Well, thank you for having me today. I'm so happy that I was able to be here for your grand opening. And whatever else I can do for you to help push your vision, I am here. So again, thank you, and I love you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And hug on that new grandbaby for us.
All right.